Me too.
Hi.
Arshia took us through the whoops and the chatter.
Dude, you guys went up the hardest one.
Yeah, I was just like,
I know. I was like, oh my gosh, sorry.
Oh no, it's funny.
oops, my bad.
I know. You led me that way.
All right, guys, we are in Ocotillo Wells, and it's a beautiful day. And it's a beautiful day to do an episode on a Ranger, a home-built Ranger.
Home built.
Home built by Barry himself. Dude, this thing is rad, definitely caught my eye. Super stoked to do an episode on it. Let's check it out. All right, guys, let's talk to Barry. What's the year, make, model, all the stuff of this thing?
This is a 1996 Ford Ranger. I got it bone stock. I kind of bought it, and then I think I started tearing it apart like that weekend. My DD is a Toyota Tacoma, and I wasn't gonna build that. Luckily, my dad talked me out of that.
Doing something like this with a Toyota Tacoma is its own challenge, I'm sure. There's a few out there.
For sure, yeah.
But
And then when I started this, it was, you know, kind of like pre-Instagram and everything. So all my info was on like Desert Rangers and stuff like that. So limited resources for information. The Ford Ranger had all kinds of info on it, so that's why I went with that.
What was it hard to find a bone stock Ranger, or like what year was it when you started this thing? Like 08?
Maybe it was 2010. It's like probably a 10-year build maybe to this stage.
And to find a bone stock Ranger at that time is still a big deal.
Totally, yeah. I got
a lot of these things get hurt like along the way. They get, they get chopped up, they get touched, they get, these poor things,
Yeah.
But to find a bone stock 96, that's a holy grail now. Like you don't find those anymore, dude. And it was a 4.0, you said?
Yeah, 4.0 5-speed.
Nice. So the intentions were to build a pre-runner. Were you always into this stuff, or how did that go?
I pretty much go into the desert my whole life. My parents used to take me when I was like a baby and whatnot. Did moto for many years, and then I've always been into the truck things. I still ride. I don't know, I think something about like a truck built and then just what they can handle and do is like super cool to watch for me. So
where'd you grow up?
I had two buddies that had a property out here off Split Mountain Road. So we used to go ride dirt bikes and quads or whatever.
Heck yeah.
And then as soon as we got our license, we started looking at these toys.
Yeah. I think it's always something cool, like for a lot of our friends that like have grown up riding and coming out to Ocotillo or some of these deserts super and, plaster. Like it was always something special when you'd see a pre-runner go by, right?
For sure,
Because every once in a while we'd be able to see like, maybe like a race team off weekend or if you're down south in Placer, maybe even a race truck or something. But seeing one of those pre-runners come through is just like stars out of your eyes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Unique for sure.
It's super awesome, man. And don't get me wrong, cool to see the buggies and the dual sport stuff, right? Seeing a truck in action, it's just it's the feels, bro. It's the feels. Definitely inspired by the desert culture out here.
Lived in Ramona pretty much my whole life.
Okay.
So it's a
lot of dudes come out of there.
Everybody's coming into Ramona now. Yeah, it's a little off-road mecca now, it seems like.
It is, dude. The pre-runner, it's almost like a hub out there.
Yeah.
Paul's from out there. Paul, All-American Center.
Yeah, Paul out there.
Blake's out there now.
Blake's out there.
I think my buddy Brennan's out there.
Yeah.
Pre-runner farm. What's up, dude? Into this thing, man. Let's check this thing out.
My dad actually had some fabrication experience. He used to work at the shipyard. He could weld and had a TIG welder. The first version of this truck had stock motor, stock trans, no bypasses, but pretty similar.
Did you go with like some like giant beams or something?
Oh yeah, so back then.
This is first phase.
This is first, V1.
V1.
So back then, like I said, I just had minimal resources. So I came across Threat Motorsports, and I actually had pretty much this whole kit. I had his trailing arms, his beams, his crossover steering, all that good stuff. And then a couple years down, I drove it a while.
How was that?
It was super sweet.
What was the rear? Was it leaf springs?
Rear was, I never even leaf sprung. I just went straight to 4-link.
Dang, dude, no messing around. Huh?
Everybody's talking shit on leaf, so I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go straight to
it. Yeah.
Skip that phase. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, so I had that for a bit. Stock, just 9-inch truss housing.
That sounds like such a good setup too.
Yeah.
Was it hard to get away from that?
It was. Yeah, it was nice. It was really quiet. This thing's pretty loud with bypasses and the motor and stuff now, but yeah, it was super nice. So me and my dad started it back in the day, and then I wanted to go faster basically. So it was an 1 3/4, just mild steel cage. So I kind of wanted to get rid of that. So basically ended up removing the whole first build basically, and then went. So now everything's 2-inch chromoly, pretty much all 120 wall. So it's kind of heavy.
It's beefy now.
It's beefy,
It's beefy, ready for speed.
Yeah, exactly. So
All right, man. Yeah, take us into these beams. So
these are actually built by Corrosive Design, built these things.
Oh, okay. Heck yeah.
Yeah, these are like kind of, I think maybe his first kit that he built with like his custom knuckles. Those are his also.
Dude, Garrett, right?
Garrett, yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Garrett is one awesome dude. What's up, Garrett? You build awesome stuff. We got to do an episode on his rain gutter, right?
Yeah, for
dude,
sure.
That thing is sick.
Super
Wasn't
clean.
it for sale?
Yeah, he likes to play around with those.
Yeah.
With that.
Don't sell it yet, dude. Let us do that episode. Corrosive Garrett built these beams. Corrosive Designs work, man. He builds some heavy duty stuff, man.
Yeah.
So tell us about these beams.
I hit up Garrett back in the day. Honestly don't even know why I got rid of the other beams. I think I wanted custom knuckles. I had like the Dana 44 beam ends before. I just bought some chromoly plate and tubing, and he went at it. These are actually still the Threat Motorsports swingers.
Oh, okay.
I just kind of adjusted them, moved them around to accommodate the different geometry with these. I've been messing with the front shocks. I had the bypasses in front of the beams and kind of had the suspension laid out a little bit differently, but
so previously you did not have bypasses in the front?
Previously I didn't, no.
You did not. So now we got these big old bad boys.
Yeah. Fox 4.4s. These are 5-tube bypass. And then these are 2.5 Fox coilovers.
Which is pretty standard with this setup, right?
Yeah, pretty standard. I worked at Fox for about a year and a half or so I got a little experience on how to build these and whatnot. So
how is it going from like no bypass to a freaking 4.4? What is it, a 4.4?
Yeah, 4.4. It's definitely cool having like compression dampening. Like you can't really, jump in a coilover truck, it's, you blow through your suspension plate.
Right.
So it's cool on the flats, but this thing's cool because you can actually get in the air a little bit and have a plush.
So soaking up those whoops, I bet like you're coming up to those first dips and you're like, ooh, so bad.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's pretty smooth. Yeah, dude. I would imagine these giant, massive things can really soak it up, man. Very cool. So how's the shock tuning process been on this thing?
I've been trying to figure out myself, so I struggle for sure. But I've been getting it. The shocks are kind of big for the truck, so I've been trying to add leverage. That's why I put the bypass in the back, a little more leverage off the arm. But,
that's a lot of shock.
It's a lot of shock, a lot of oil to move, yeah.
I'm sure you'll get this thing, man.
Yeah,
Get her dancing.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. What motor?
Motor, it's a 5.3 bone stock out of a Suburban.
That's the way to go, dude.
Yeah.
Junkyard motor?
I actually bought it off a buddy in Poway, just a running Suburban. So I drove it from Poway, Ramona, and pulled the motor and everything out of it, and ended up selling what I didn't need. But
that's probably the safest swap to do, huh?
A running motor.
A running motor, 5.3 daily driver type of vehicle.
Yeah.
Those things, obviously they go forever, and then replacement parts, all this stuff. It's freaking easy as hell.
Yeah.
Easy as hell. Especially if you're in Baja, you just run into like an AutoZone down there, or Kragen or something, you know what I mean? Get whatever you need.
Yeah, having interchangeable parts is nice, or not having custom parts, being able to get those types of things, alternaters and whatnot.
Exactly. Do you ever go to Baja?
I never have, no. I'd like to.
I think we got to get a Baja trip, man. We have friends that are interested. What do you guys think? Should we do a Baja trip? Let us know. Tell us about the back of this thing, man.
Back is
super aggressive, by the way. It looks sick.
Yeah, thank you.
Love this thing. Mean as hell.
Back is back half, so cut the frame off, and then it's mostly all, like I said, 2-inch chromoly, a couple 1 3/4 in there.
Where'd you cut the frame off? Oh, right at the cab?
Pretty much right behind the cab. Yeah, it's got a little plate work.
Yeah.
Going on. Yeah, and these are also Garrett Corrosive Designs rear links. I kind of notched them out to fit my coilover on there a little bit.
Nice. I like the design of these, dude.
Yeah, me too.
These look really cool. I like how they're plated right here.
Yeah, add a little extra material there just in case.
Yeah, it's super cool. Very, very good job, Garrett. If you're watching, buddy. Good stuff, dude. Heck yeah. And let's see. How are you liking this setup back here?
It's pretty good.
Is this similar to what you had before, or did you change it up a little more?
I changed it up. Before I had 35s. These are 39s. I had 2 35 spares, and I also had like a, it was just like a, I can't remember, it was like a 20-gallon Bronco 2 fuel tank, not a fuel cell, also on the back. So I had a lot of weight in the back, but no bypasses. It's hard to like compare, Everybody wants the weight in the back, so I tried to switch it up and put the fuel cell in front and try to see if I enjoyed it more or not.
We have friends.
Trent getting it.
That's our buddy Trent. This is his property. So now we got this thing, and this is a 25-gallon?
I think it's like a 22 or 20 to 25. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, just the Jazz. It's pretty small fuel cell for what it is.
But perfect for Ocotillo.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Especially now that the Blue One has fuel. I can actually.
Oh, Blue One has fuel?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
All right.
We'll see when I run
Let's
out
go
today.
Blue In. Yeah, hopefully. $10 a gallon. No, just kidding. I don't know how much.
Right,
it is,
probably.
But I'm sure. Just kidding, Blue Inn. You need to get gas? You get it at the Blue Inn. Support local businesses. I'm not hating, okay? I love the Blue Inn. I always go there, eat burritos there. It's freaking amazing. So now we got the single spare.
Single spare.
We got the 25 gallon.
25 gallon.
And we got our battery right here. Ooh,
yeah, I got a little
coming
trunk.
up, fancy style.
Still rough around the edges. Still a lot of work to do, but just the necessities. Little tool bag. Got my battery disconnect over here.
Perfect.
Little jack.
Perfect.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on back there.
Sway bar?
Sway bar, yeah. I didn't have a sway bar before, but like I said, I didn't have bypasses. It's so hard to compare to like those two vehicles.
It's a new truck now.
Yeah, it's basically a new truck. So
basically, dude, totally.
Yeah.
So we got these big old bad boy shocks. Again, these are 4.4s?
Yeah, so these are also 4.4s. These are a 6-tube bypass.
Whoa.
So it's 3 compression, 3 rebound. It had coolers on it, but I just capped them because I didn't think I needed the whole cooling resi and all that good stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, but they're pretty sweet. And then the coilovers, same as the front, 2.5. Oh, and the front's both 16 travel, and these are 16 travel on the coilover and 18 travel on the bypass.
How much wheel travel do you have in the front of this thing?
The front, I honestly didn't measure it after I moved the shocks around, but I'm thinking at least 20. It had 20 before.
Okay.
I think it's around there. And then the back's at about 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nicely balanced, dude. And then again, like just this thing looks so aggressive. It looks super cool. I like how you trimmed the Fiberworks front clip, man.
Yeah, I was hoping I didn't have to do that, but after I bumped it out, I saw it was going to eat most of it, so.
Honestly, I like it. I was saying I like how aggressive this looks. And I mean, Fiberworks, those are our homies. What up, Jason? What up, Lucas? All the homies over there at Fiberworks. Good looking front clip right here. I like this thing. Good job. You guys like this thing? Head on over to Fiberworks. Check it out. So I'm noticing, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any lights on this thing yet.
No lights. These don't even work.
Not even those. So
Yeah,
that's for looks.
Yeah,
It's all good.
Yeah. I have a couple rigid lights that my buddy gave me a good hookup on those things. But I might get some BAW designs on this thing too.
Okay.
But
We'll see what happens.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
Whatever I get a deal on is kind of what I get. So.
Well, let's talk to our buddies at Baja Designs. Maybe they could help Barry out.
Yeah,
It'd be kind of cool. Let's see what we could do with that. And then what kind of light setup would you want on this thing?
I was probably just gonna put
Like front bumper?
front bumper probably.
Yeah.
Only just maybe the round LEDs. Honestly, the LP6s are super sick. I like those. Put a few of those up front.
That style's good. Also, Fiberworks back here, looking good.
Yeah, Fiberworks bedsides.
They look great, dude.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't have
This
to
whole
kick
thing
them
looks
out
great.
too far. They tuck the tires pretty nice. So.
Yeah, not at all. And then again, dude, this truck just looks so aggressive. When we pulled up, we seen Barry's truck. It just looks super killer, man.
Oh yeah, rear end. Camberg.
40 spline, 35 spline?
40 spline.
Oh, there we go.
I bought it off a friend, so I got a good deal on it. So.
Nice.
And it was set up for a leaf sprung truck before. If you've noticed, the truss on this isn't like the typical Camberg truss they use. So
Yeah.
I actually bought this off DIY off-road and had it cut out and bent, and then I was kind of scared to weld this thing in case it warped or whatever. Funkhauser race cars, they're in Ramona. He actually welded the truss on this thing and the upper brackets for the 4-link. So I did not weld that stuff on there, but
Gotta have trust in your truss, bro.
yes, yeah, I did not want it to bow or do anything.
Yeah.
I was nervous. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can only imagine. You got it done the right way. It's very good. Good. And that drive shaft setup, how's all that working out? Good?
Good so far, yeah, no issues. Can't remember where they're at. National City maybe?
But it's dialed.
But it's dialed, yeah, no issues. Hasn't fallen off or anything, so.
Well, that's good. That's good. When things don't fall off the truck, it's a plus.
Good time.
Fire extinguisher a must.
Fire
Got that
extinguisher.
thing, very good.
Yeah.
You want to show the inside of this thing?
Yeah, let's check out the inside.
Barry's getting antsy, dude. This dude wants to drive. I'm holding him up, man.
Inside's pretty tight in here. It's a 3-seater. So the person in the back has to be fairly slim, I would say.
Right on.
But it's all 2-inch, 120 wall chromoly cage. Yeah, pretty stout. I cut all the floor out, so it's all sheet metal floor.
Dude, great cage, by the way.
Thank you.
Did you guys built this, or was this a DIY?
No, just built it.
Great job, dude.
Thank
That looks
you.
amazing.
Before it actually was like race style and it went straight across.
Okay.
And I think that lasted maybe a season before I was super annoyed with it.
You're like, I'm good.
I couldn't, it drove me nuts. So
Yeah.
made a little more space to get in this thing, and yeah, it's been pretty good.
Hell yeah, dude. Very cool.
This is the Fiberworks dash also.
There we go.
It's pretty hacked up from trying to 2 different roll cages in this thing and stuff, but
Well, you know what, dude? You made it look pretty good, man. I think you're doing a great job.
thank you. Future plans, definitely clean up around the edges. I'd like it to be a little more sealed in the cab. Gets pretty dusty in here. Headsets, lights. Like to make it a little luxury-ish, at least, would be cool.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the, I guess after shock tuning, that's kind of the next
Well, this thing looks
step.
great, man. I think it looks, to me, it's done, but I guess, what are they, it's cliche to say, but they always say they're never done, right?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
It makes it out here, but it's definitely not done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great looking truck, dude. Barry, thank you for sharing, man.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. What system do you have?
Oh yeah, so Hall EFI. It's funny because I actually bought these like years ago when they first came out.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was like, gonna be cool. But then 10 years after the truck was built, then everybody has this. But
Dude, Barry, you're cool. You're out here.
Yeah.
You're cool. You have a running truck that you didn't give up on. You're the coolest.
yeah, and then Switch Pros, it's just the 8 button. That's what they had at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not everything works right now. I don't have lights, so minimal switches work
But
for
when
me.
you do.
But when I do.
That's where they'll be.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. There's Ducky. Well, I think this concludes the episode.
All right.
Dude, thank you for sharing.
Yep,
Thank you for sharing with everybody out there.
for sure.
Hope you guys liked Barry's truck. If we forgot something, please let us know. Maybe Barry can hop in the comments when we post this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Like, subscribe, all that crap. Man, I hate to say that.
Right? Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
It's like, bleh.
They know what to do.
But you guys do know what to do. We're very grateful for your guys' support. We have a small community, man, but it's so cool to see people watching the videos, sharing them, getting stoked, making comments, and just hopefully getting inspired to get, finish the truck, right? To get out here and drive. Hey, how many trips do you have on this thing?
Oh, less than 10 for sure. Probably less than 6, but yeah.
Dude, that is an accomplishment, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Huge accomplishment, man. Again, took Barry years to build this thing. He finally got it out here and he's using it. Living the dream, you guys. You guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. Later, dudes.
Run!